Hey everyone, welcome back to Empowering Women. I just made this a few days ago and I put it on the internet for everybody to see. But this is some of the future and some of the past. And I've only had one show, but we've been talking about it for a long time. And I just thought, well, I'm going to just get into it and say, hey, this is what we're going to do. We need to inspire women. We need to let them know that we are here for them. And I feel like that this is what Empowering Women is all about. So ladies, would you all mind introducing yourselves? We've had them on before, Moving Forward with Hope, and they inspired me so much that I wanted to bring them back for the Empowering Women show. So,
Dana Ray Conley.
can you tell what you do?
I am a LPCA, so a therapist, works with individuals with substance abuse disorder as well as mental health disorders.
Awesome.
I'm Shauna Kidd. I also am a therapist and I work with substance use population.
Okay.
My name's Erin Myers. I am a career coach. I help people get a hand up out of poverty.
And I'm Tammy Grant, and I am the co-owner of Tri-State Media Services with Michael, and this is my show, Empowering Women. Ladies, what does empowering women, what's the statement itself mean to each of you? Dana, we'll start with you. Dana Ray.
I've always liked the phrase of fixing each other's crown,
Yes.
building them up,
Mhm.
and I think it takes good relationships and learning everybody's type of communication skills so that we can build each other up through just support.
Right.
Yeah, I think Dana Ray said it right. Straightening each other's crowns, being there for one another, and just support.
Mhm.
We've been told that we drop the ball on many aspects, and we're the strength, we're the glue a lot of times, and
You said it right on the nail right there. We're the glue that bonds everybody together. Okay. Erin?
I always thought of women as a tribe, and we lost sight of each other. And I think the empowerment comes from straightening crowns, building each other up, to be there for each other in a positive manner, not to tear each other down. Being that tribe, one woman might be good at something, and another woman might be good at something else, and coming together and taking all our skills to build this solid foundation for other women to grow from.
I agree. I feel like that together we can do anything. We can accomplish so much. We've had a lot, like females in elections lately. I mean, have you all noticed that? How they were into running? And I got the privilege of meeting Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman, and she was amazing. And she inspired me so much more that I wanted to get the shows back started again. And I told her about it, and she said she'd come on. So I got to get a hold of her about that. But I feel like that we can do anything that we set our minds to doing. And I want each of you to talk about that a little bit. I do have some questions that I want to address too, and let's just go ahead and start on that for right now. How do you all empower yourself each day?
I was just sharing this the other day that it's about my mindset, and there are times that I wake up in the morning, didn't sleep well or whatever, and I have to literally talk myself into it. So I've learned over several years, and Sean has been a big part of my change or my adventure in the past 4 years, is I can't be that critical on myself. We are our worst critics, but we also have to be our biggest supporters. And when I realized that, and also utilize the tools that I've learned over the past several years of communication skills, interpersonal communication skills, getting along well with others, kind of being that mediator, but also using coping strategies, I've got to visualize my goal. And if I don't have a goal, and you were saying that, we there's a lot of things that we can do as women, but sometimes we don't verbalize what goal we want to work on or what goals we have in life because we are busy taking care of everybody else sometimes.
Yes, right.
And but we also need to see what our future can hold in whatever aspect or area that's in. And so my every morning is, how is my day going to go? Because my mindset is what leads and guides me in that direction, all the way up to placing my feet on the floor to deciding whether am I going to get a drink of water or go shower first, all of that, and then how my day is going to go. If I didn't have that, if I didn't have my support systems of that encouraging team, it's almost like I hear that in my head, well, Shauna won't tell me no. Aaron won't tell me no. They will give me different perspectives and insight to things to help encourage me. And I think as women, sometimes, like, all of this couldn't have worked out if I was like, well, I don't want her doing that or something. We get jealous as females because we sometimes have felt like, and I could say, earlier on in my life, when I was trying to get to places in my life that I wanted to be, I felt like I'm working so hard, but I am still kind of jealous of how the other people got there. I needed to use that as motivation, not as jealousy, because
we
the
go.
jealousy keeps us from building so much more.
So do you all talk to each other every day?
Oh, we have a group
group
chat.
text.
It
Yeah.
is
Do you
so
really?
funny.
We all
because-
need that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a texter, I'm a caller, but I'll look and it'll be like 18 missed messages. And it'll be like just us bouncing ideas off of each other. Like, Denray, I'm calling you out a little bit. Last night, Denray put this haircut on. She was doing, and we were like, oh, it's gorgeous. We love it. But it's, having other female in your corner to just be there and support you. I remember when Shauna came to me with Hope Moving Forward, she was like, I said, well, I'll be on your board. And she was like, you would support me? I'm like, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's just having that lifeline with another female
Yes,
that is
yes.
just, it's, I am very blessed to have the tribe of women that I have. They take away my limitations, because if I can't do it and I can't figure it out, I have these lovely women in my life that I can call and be like, hey, I'm having this problem. How do I fix it? And they straighten my crown and they tell me exactly what they think I
just got
should
chills.
do. And it is just a beautiful connection to have when you take away the jealousy, when you take away the competition, when you want everyone to succeed. Am I perfect? Absolutely not. Of course, I'll be like, God, she looks so good. Like, I
want to be her.
yeah, and then I bring myself
Hey, I
back
look
to
good.
it.
Yes.
Yeah, and
I get that. Have you always had the support though?
no, so I came from long-term addiction. I'm now in long-term recovery, and I had never trusted females. I always
Right.
seen them as my competition. They were going to get something that I didn't have. And then I started surrounding myself with these beautiful, strong, amazing women that weren't looking down on me, or I didn't feel they got down to my level to pick me up. So, this is a new journey for me. I'm, 5 years into my sobriety, but
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. It has given me the tools that I needed to trust other women, to know that they don't want to hurt me. Have I had my feelings hurt? Of course. We all, I make everything about me. Like, I can't help it.
Don't we all, ladies? Don't we all
That's
do
what I
that?
was talking about earlier, is I personalize everything, but I've learned that that is my problem if I personalize it. But if I don't have my people that I can be like, oh my gosh, let me vent about this, then I'm going to hoard it, and it's not going to allow me to progress.
Right.
Right.
And I think, too, as women, we are taught to be smaller than, to personalize everything, to act and behave a certain way. And when you branch out from that, I was always limited. I always felt limited in what I could do and how I could carry myself, how I could behave. Like, a lady doesn't act that way. A lady doesn't push back. And, being around other strong women, I've learned that is not real. And my independence, too. I've learned to have an independence from men. I was very codependent my whole life growing up. I was taught you need a man in your life to do this and to do that. And as Michael said earlier, I can buy myself flowers.
Exactly. Do for yourself, because self-care, ladies, come on now. get with me on this. Self-care means everything.
It does.
Like
And it's
when
the
you get your
pro-
hair done, you get your nails done, that makes you feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
And all women need to feel good about themselves. You know what? We need some kind of a program for women to be able to do that. And maybe, kind of, I don't know.
It's the small things too.
Yes.
It is, every day. COVID was a big thing for me where I was like, well, I'm not motivated to do nothing. Well, I've got to
Exactly.
fix that. So of course I got dressed from the waist up and
Uh-huh.
fixed my hair and all that. And then, you go back to work and you're in front of people and you kind of forget how to socialize. But you want to continue with what makes you feel good. Again, I don't depend on others to tell me, oh, you look cute or nice or whatever. It's because I'm doing it for myself. It's, again,
Right.
you got to be part of your routine. My whole thing
And that's
is
what-
about coping
Yeah,
strategies.
we kind of
and
addressed
part
that
of your routine.
earlier whenever
Yeah.
we were all sitting here. We've been sitting here since noon talking, and we do this all the time whenever
Yeah.
this is our second meeting together, and we always talk about everything, and it's actually been therapy to me.
Mm-hmm.
I've kind of needed that today, and I think God put that on my heart for us to get together. I feel like that this is empowering each one of us to do more and be better. What about you, Shauna?
So, I wake up every morning with the idea of what's my goal for today.
Yeah.
My goal is always to be a better version of myself than I was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a helping person.
Mm-hmm.
So usually to be used to, if I could help a person, that would define who I was.
Right.
Self-care wasn't the center of who I was, But now, I've learned that, helping myself is going to enable me to help everyone else.
Right.
And so, I wake up, I wash my face, I take pride in how I present myself,
Mm-hmm.
Tell the people that I love every day,
Mm-hmm. Right.
Have that extra cup of coffee or tea, whatever. Usually it's tea. And it's just, self-care and the encouragement of the ladies that I encounter on the daily,
Right.
Whether it's these beautiful ladies or the ladies I work with or whatever,
Mhm.
I find that encouragement from these strong,
Right.
wonderful ladies. And I offer that same encouragement.
That's the way it
I
needs to
think
be.
Aaron was saying, a village
yeah.
of ladies is what made everything strong.
It takes a village.
It takes a village. I've always said that it takes a village to raise
Yeah.
kids, and we're our small little village, but everybody should have people that they can count on, that they know is going to be there to support you no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that makes a huge difference in, of course, our mindset and our mental health is having that support
Right.
system there.
I had a lady yesterday that reached out to me. I actually work with her, but I had never met her before, and she felt comfortable enough to share with me her life goals and what she was wanting to do, and it made me so warm
Yeah.
with love for this other woman that felt comfortable enough to share with me, and she wasn't fearful.
Mm-hmm.
I remember a time in my life where I was fearful to let anyone know what my goals and dreams were because I was afraid that
Right.
they'd be shot down. And I'm not that way anymore.
Or we were afraid that we might not get there either.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
she and I would have 2 a.m.
Yeah.
conversations like, I
Yeah.
can't get through this. We were putting our own limitations on ourselves.
Right.
Right.
And we got to not do that. We shouldn't limit ourselves of things that we want to do and can do.
Right.
And also for me, it is not lowering, but having reasonable expectations on myself. I'm married, I work full time, I try to keep my house up as best. If the laundry doesn't get folded, it's not that serious. It's not the end of the world. And I think as women, we were raised that things need to be a specific way. You need to have dinner. I came home from work on Wednesday and the turkey wasn't thawed out, and I was like, what am I going to do? And my husband's like, it is not that serious. Order a pizza. And I
Exactly.
had put these expectations on myself that were so unrealistic. And it's so cool because my husband's empowering too, because he's like, babe, calm down. You need a nap. Calm down. It's not that
Yeah.
serious. And he empowers me as well. So I'm very blessed in that aspect. But for me, it's realistic expectations because I put these crazy, grandiose ideas
Yep.
that this is how it's going to be. And
That's the way I think a lot of us are like that. I feel like here, while we've been sitting here talking for the last 2 or 3 hours, that you all have empowered me. You know, and I consider myself an empowering woman just from my past. And let me just say this, not all, empowering doesn't always mean you've got your president or your president of this or that. You know, empowering can be the simple things in life that get you through life itself. And I feel like that's part of it, is being empowering, you know?
I think
You all feel that way?
empowering can be kindness, it can be empathy,
Yes, yes.
sympathy, it can be listening to someone, you know.
It's not the statue of who you are, you know, it is what you give. And I feel like women can do that. I feel we've got that power, don't you all? You all think it's,
Well, I feel sometimes that, you know, if I'm trying to support people I work with or, you know, my friends, family, or whatever, it's like, oh, she thinks she's better than everybody. It's
Oh.
not that. I don't know how to break down that when meeting new people or,
right.
you know, discussing things. It's, I don't know. I feel that sometimes, and I don't know how to not come off that way, I guess. But I'm there to support people. If it's my coworkers and they
No matter
have
who it is.
yeah, or I don't know how to explain it, but you know, I want to support them just as much as I know how I've received that from others as well.
And that's the big part of being a woman, you know. And men also, you've got a backbone with Mike.
I do. I
You know,
do.
he's a backbone to you, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Well, I was sitting here thinking about the phrase, if behind every strong woman is a strong man.
Yes.
He is, but also every behind strong woman is even stronger females for us too. So
There we go.
yeah, our other significant others are very supportive
Important.
and important to us. Yeah,
To have them have your back also.
have my back.
And that's a big part of having each other's back and not the vice versa part of it, because I think we've all encountered that in the workplace and in general in our lives. And it's part of being able to grow and grow together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's part of being empowering to be able to do that, don't you all?
Yeah.
Well, I think there's a new wave coming of this female empowerment. You know, I'm 40 years old, and I remember, 15 years ago, it wasn't like this. A woman stayed in her place. She did as she was told. She didn't climb the ladder, and it is not like that. Now I have a boss. She's a female. Our director is a female. Even the COO of our company is a female.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, and it is just beautiful to see these women, and they don't pull the ladder up. They definitely give me a hand up, and I am so blessed. But when I talked to them about when they first got into career services, they were like, it was absolutely not. It was a male-dominated field. And then they started seeing that women could really connect with our clients, and they had these skills that were seen as weaknesses in the past that are now seen as attributes to greatness.
Right.
And
Wow.
it's, yeah.
Well, ooh, that's powerful right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's very powerful.
Yeah. You were saying, it doesn't necessarily have to be a female that's, running for elections or president over something. It's not that. I mean, I have other significant female figures in my family that empower me as well, because everybody's got a different type of thing that they are really good at. I have my kids have a stepmom, and I think she is like super mom.
Awesome.
And so we don't forget that. There's a his, mine, and ours. There's also, other moms that are involved with exes and stuff like that. And we build each other up. We're never tearing each other down.
Do you ever thank her?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Awesome. I love
yeah,
that.
we think, for birthdays or because she raised her kids, Mother's Days, all that, we're
Mm-hmm.
always, appreciating each other because we knew we couldn't have done it without each other,
Oh, wow.
without
I
us
got
as
chills.
a village. And, it's the same, another segment could be about ex-husbands and, ex-wives and stuff like that because we have a good relationship with my ex and his wife for all these years because at some point in our lives we said, it takes a village to raise all of our kids, and
Yes,
between
that's
us
true.
there was like 14. So that's
She has a
why
horde.
we can't. You couldn't continue to be like upset because of past relationships or anything like that because you have kids to raise,
Right.
and that was all of our main focus for all of us involved is focusing on our kids.
Kids.
And it like you're saying, she is the super mom and a hard worker, and I have career, and they all would help me out so I can get where I'm going. I'm talking about in-laws, mothers, sisters, all of that. If I didn't have that, I don't know that I would have continued to propel forward and try to not limit myself because I had so many role models going on in my life that I was like, well, if they can do that and they're exceptional at that, there might be something I'm exceptional at. And I still feel like having Shauna's support and friendship support is I'm learning what I'm good at and what I want to exceed at. And I don't know that I would have got there without all of everybody else's involvement. And
Everybody
Yeah,
brings a
family.
different idea and plate to each table, right? I feel like that you hit the nail on the head right there, that you have to pull together to make it all work. And it's in the workplace, it's in families, that's in all aspects of life. Have y'all ever had a point in your life where you were empowering and then you didn't feel empowering? How did you handle that in life itself?
Sometimes you have to back up
Back up.
and straighten your own crown
There you go.
and say, well, this isn't right.
Mhm.
Because I remember a certain point in my life that, I exceeded, and then something discouraging happened,
Right.
and it made me stop and pause.
Mm-hmm.
And so it forced me to reevaluate, and then I, knock some sense into myself that, wait, why is this holding me back? Why am I allowing this person or situation to hold me back?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what happened with moving forward with hope,
Wow.
you know?
Mm-hmm. You all got together.
Yeah, like first time it was voiced out loud before the name was even
conceived.
yeah. There was a discouraging comment, and it was full force up until then, and then it made me stop and rethink everything. And so then I was like, what would I tell my best friend? What would I tell, it can't
Right.
be like this. And so that I turned that into motivation to go forward.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, like I've been there.
Wow.
If she had said, if I don't do it now, we'll never do it. And I'm like, okay, we're on board.
Yeah.
Mine has been like I just got complacent in
That's
previous
Yeah.
workplaces.
You do.
And I felt like, well, this, I don't know at what point I was like, wait, I don't feel like I'm offering anything.
Mm-hmm.
I could have stayed doing something that I'm good at and it, worked in my routine,
Right.
whatever. But then I felt like I wasn't giving enough. I don't know that all females would have that. As like it is in there somewhere. I will
You
say
just gotta
that.
find it.
And there's things that happen in life that make that happen. The people you
Right.
connect with that help you move it forward. But for me, it was like I felt so complacent that I wasn't offering enough.
Mm-hmm.
That I had to change something. So, yeah, it's all about that little first step towards changing something. And you don't
Yeah,
know
it
if you'll
is.
get there if you don't try.
Right.
I'd rather be known as somebody that tried than somebody that didn't.
So another girl in our tribe, Miss Whitney, she cracks me up because I'll have this horrible inner monologue to myself, and she'll be like, "You wouldn't talk to other people that way because it's just plain rude, Erin." And I'm like, "You're right." She's like, "Why are you talking to yourself this way, belittling everything you want to do? It's rude. It's not," and it helps me to reevaluate. and she is my truth and my friendship part of my tribe that will help me straighten my crown.
There you go.
Yeah, I talk about that a lot, is changing our perspective and challenging those negative thoughts that we do to ourselves, you know.
No, we do it to ourselves.
I'm not perfect at all. That's why I have my morning routine of get up out of bed, put one leg over, put it on the floor. You know, it'll be a good day today. You're going to make it a good day today. It does take work. It takes you literally plugging that into your daily routine
Right.
to doing that. But it is for challenging those negative thoughts and reframing them in a way that is going to be more consistent than those negative ones that keep coming up. As long as you're validating that sense that you have or that thought that you have, and then be like, no, no, no.
No.
A lot of times, what to build on what Erin was saying, Whitney's amazing too. She, so, you know, I would not look at these two ladies and reinforce what negative thinking they're experiencing. You know, I wouldn't look at Erin and say, you know, you're this is all wrong. This is screwed up. I wouldn't look at them and reinforce their most negative thoughts.
Right.
You know, and a lot of times we tell ourselves the very same things that you would not tell your best friends. You know, and a lot of times I have to think, like, what am I telling myself? What is this the kind of thing that I would tell Dana Ray or Erin or whoever, you know? And if not, then I need to back up, you know,
There you go.
because
That's nice that you've got that support system.
Oh, yeah.
All three of you all have that support
Yeah.
system that you can. I feel like I'm connected, sort of now too, with you all. Just from our talk, we really had a good conversation.
You can really us
Beforehand.
to get tattoos later.
Oh my! I do want to get one that has my dad's name that he always called me, Sadie. I want to get that on myself because I've got 5 and I feel like I'm uneven right now. I want that 6th one and I'm done.
You
I
need the
didn't.
symmetry.
I didn't get the first one until I was 47 years old.
Okay.
I didn't. I
That's
didn't have any
empowerment
tattoos.
in itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, just having that, you know, when you go through a divorce and everything, and you're like, oh, you know, what am I going to do different? And that was one of my, you know, first things was, you know, the tattoos and stuff. But I feel like that's expressing yourself too, to a sort of way.
Mm-hmm.
That's all travels back to the self-care.
Yeah,
you know?
self-care of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, just not the hair and the nails and the makeup and everything
We
else.
need that reminder. I talk about, you know, people should put sticky notes on their mirror to remind you what do I
There you
love
go.
about myself. I find that the hardest thing when I do groups and stuff is that I say, what do you love about yourself? They can't list anything. It's usually all the negative. But if I provide a list, you know, a whole sheet worth of positive feelings, things that you can achieve, do, what other people may say about you, that you're very independent or you're a good friend or whatever, they can say, well, I am. Well, that's what we want, is we want to identify the things that we appreciate about ourselves.
Right.
Because then that will be our mindset, is that positive attitude. Because
I
it's
love that.
so easy to just believe all the negative things, and we may need a little reminder of a little sticky note or something, you know, reminding us. Mine is, you know, about then comes the morning, because we can have some really bad days, but the next day we're going to be better than we were the day before. So mine is then comes the morning, because I know I can make a difference then too.
That's the key to that. You know you're going to make that difference.
Mine's not as poetic as yours, but mine's badly bent but never broken. So yeah, yours is way more poetic. So.
Hey, it's all good, right?
We all need that like word of encouragement, like a mantra, you know.
It takes a village, as everybody says. I'm going to go back to take you all back a little bit. Let's go back to when we were 13 years old. What would you tell yourself what you know now? What would you tell yourself differently that was in your mindset back then? We'll start with you, Shauna.
oh gosh.
What was you going through at 13 that if you knew now what you know, you know?
Oh gosh. So I was raised with the mindset, like Erin was saying earlier, that you need a man.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
you need to be at home, you know, cooking dinner, washing dishes, making sure, everybody's laundry is done
Yeah.
and folded and put away, supper on the stove by 4,
Yep.
like that kind of mindset.
Mhm.
And that didn't change until I was about 30.
Wow.
So, honestly, I would tell my 13 self, I love you.
Mm.
Like it's all gonna work,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So, that's
What about you, Mary?
My value is not based on others' opinions.
There you go.
I cared so much what others thought about
Mhm.
me.
yeah.
I cared so much what everyone, their opinions of what I should do, when I should do it, and how I should do it. And it crippled me inside. And now that I do things my way, and it's the right way because it's right for me.
Mhm.
So I wish I wouldn't have valued myself on what others thought of me.
Yeah.
You know,
And that can have a big impact when you're 13 years old.
Oh yeah.
You know, how your life structure goes, you know. What about
Yeah.
you, Deanna?
I was very shy and an introvert and
Okay.
wasn't popular. I wasn't getting bullied or anything, but I had said it in one of our other things of why acknowledgement is so important
Mhm.
is that I would be that one that no one acknowledged walking down the hall. And I didn't know until later on in life how important that acknowledgement is. So that was mine. I was just so introvert, so shy that I didn't interact with others. So I didn't build that very monumental thing that teenagers need is socialization
Right.
and peers.
Right.
At probably back in my day, 13-year-old, I would not know how to value myself.
Mhm.
And so, I'm kind of thankful for that a little bit that I didn't have like a large friend group, but, it did hamper me later on in life to make me feel like I can't do anything because I was such a shy person.
Yeah. I
Now
know.
people can't get me to shut up.
In my aspect of it, I was raised by a mother and father, and my dad worked. My mom was a stay-at-home mom, and all the kids pitched in and done the laundry and helped cook. That's where I learned to cook, was at home, and I was always observing recipes and stuff, and then I just kind of kick it my own aspect into it now. But yeah, it was very, I don't know. You feel like that the place was a woman being in the home, and as you said, and to get out of that aspect was hard. It was hard to, a lot of men feel that way too.
Yeah.
Do you get that now?
I
Or-
would say,
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I just told my dad who turned 90, happy birthday, Dad. He is the reason I have the work ethic that I do.
Me too.
And the reason I know how to be a good mom and take care of a home is because of my mom. But she worked and she took care of the home as well. So I had a good blend of that work ethic and getting things done. So I have to give kudos to my dad for just being the workhorse and giving me that type of insight. Apologies to my mother because I did not learn to cook. She tried her best, but I have no cooking skills whatsoever.
Alright.
But
I
that's
can
only
teach
my
you if
thing.
you want me to.
Yeah, like desserts.
Tammy,
Them
you should
desserts?
teach classes on your.
I had thought about it. We had talked about it. I've got a couple of cooking shows that I have done. I got a lady that assisted me in that, and I've got the sports show going, and I've got, like, I put it out there yesterday on Facebook that I would be doing desserts and stuff for next week, and I've already got people. Can I get biscuits and gravy? Because where I was at the diner, I made biscuits and gravy up there. And, can I get biscuits and gravy? And I'm like, sure. When do you want it? And I'll work it all in. But yeah, I'm blessed to have that skill, and I'm very fortunate because when I got divorced, I had to rely on that to make a living. I had to learn how to do that for 20 years I had Giovanni's and I worked there and then I retired. But, what did I do? What did I have after that? And that's part of being, I feel like the empowering part of it. I didn't just lay down and die. I had to pick myself up and do it. Nobody's going to do it for me. And that's what I done. I put it all together, and, you know, then I met Michael, and we just kind of started doing this. And I love it. I love this part of it. I love learning about people, love helping people. And I feel like that's part of empowerment too, being able to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't have to have money to do that. And I've had to learn that too down through the years, that it doesn't take money. You need it, yeah, but you know, you can do whatever you want as long as you've got that strong structure behind you. And I feel like all of us has had that one way or another growing up.
Yeah, I don't want to put it to waste, you know, the things that we've learned over our years, the people we've run into, and the challenges that we face, but also the successes that we've also had. And I feel like, you know, just in my daily life, when I, you know, thank my peer or give them something small, or, you know, leave a little note or whatever, it's there to let them know I see you, and in a way of empowering them to do something as well. You know, I'm just thankful for people.
Thankful.
I'm thankful for my 13-year-old self, you know, for all the milestones. It taught me resiliency, and it taught me through the years, you know, all the things that I thought were holding me back, or all the obstacles, you know, it taught me where I wanted to go and what I wanted to do. And I'm thankful, even, you know, it was the obstacles that I had to climb that got me here.
Right.
So I'm very thankful. And I wanted to note too, like, if you're taking orders for your cooking show.
You want to come on my cooking show and learn?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Hey, I'll have a little audience. I can have an audience here.
Taste
Would y'all-
testers.
Taste
Yes,
testers,
yes.
yeah. Michael knows how that goes, don't you, Michael? We went to the store yesterday and we got stuff to make, you know, some different cakes and stuff, and I was going to try to have one here for you all. But as I said, we didn't get out here till late, and he wasn't feeling good either. So we just kind of thought, well, another time. We'll be together
Another
again.
time. Yep.
We'll, especially at these festivals and stuff, because I'd like to come and
I
help
am
you all.
taking that as a solemn vow that we will get some of your desserts. I'm just saying.
Okay, we will do that.
I'm a big girl that likes dessert. So
I love desserts too, and I've become, it's so hard to diet, ladies. It's so hard. Like, I've lost 96 pounds, and then gained 25 back, and then up and down, and I'm like, God, does it ever end? Do you ever get a normal, you know, because you expect so much of yourself. I do. I expect, especially at my age, I have to try, and I put age in it a lot just because I'm 62. And we don't know how much longer we have. I'm thankful to be where I'm at 62, you know? And that's just part of being empowering.
I think it's being empowering women too, is being comfortable and not shaming women for their
Yes.
body size and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You know, between me, Shauna, and Dinah, we've run the gambit of size, looks, you know, but we encourage each other no matter what. You know, my weight has really been in the back of my mind. It always is, because I see these beautiful women on commercials and stuff like that, but I've learned to be okay with myself. And you know, it's easier to shame another person for their weight and not take a look at yourself and be okay.
Yeah,
You know, you'll
I get
judge
that.
someone else and you'll be like, oh, they're just so overweight, or they're so thin, blah blah blah. And it's like, I'm projecting onto them because either I'm envious of their thinliness, or I'm envious of their confidence of their size and stuff. So I'm very confident. I wore a bikini to the lake
You go, girl.
yesterday.
And
I
check
was-
them legs out. I love them legs. Woo! You look great. Everybody looks great. Everybody looks great on here. Like, I feel like that.
Well, me and Shauna are matching.
I seen that. Did you all like get together and do this? And leave Dayton Ray out, and you left me out too because you didn't tell me what you was wearing.
I thought Shauna had a dress. She sent us pictures last night, and I go to Marshall's this morning, and I'm like, I'm gonna get the skirt and we'll match. And I get in the corner, and I'm like, we have on the same skirt.
So that's a top and a
Yeah.
And she
Skirt.
looks fantastic.
yeah. She does. She looks great.
But Dana Ray is our she's our stylist.
She actually matches. She's got the brown, the rust color that's in the dress.
Yeah.
And the turquoise in her nails
Yes.
matches as well.
Oh, I did not
She
notice
is
that.
our
Put your nails
fashionista.
over there, girl.
Yeah.
Look at that. Yes.
Yeah, she coordinates her.
So did you
Yeah.
paint those this morning?
No, I glued them on.
I love it.
It's because I gotta save money to go to Goodwill and buy my clothes.
That's right.
I don't have a thrifting problem. I have
Like I do.
I have a square footage problem. That's
Of where it all goes.
Yeah.
I have that problem too.
Oh, ladies, this has been very awesome. I've enjoyed the before talk too, and during and after, and moving forward with hope. I think you ladies are doing big things, and we will be there covering it and helping you all any way we can. You've got our support.
Also wanted to mention, we, moving forward with Hope, will be at Malibu Jacks July 2nd.
Okay.
From-
July 2nd.
Yes, from 5 to 10.
Okay.
If you mention you're there to support Moving Forward with Hope,
Uh-huh.
Moving Forward with Hope will get 20% of the proceeds.
What they
that
bring
night.
in?
Yeah, so, yeah, come out.
Yeah, we'll make sure and clip that too, so that way everybody knows to go to Malibu Jacks
Yeah.
on July 2nd. We was actually, that's next Thursday, isn't it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Because I was thinking we was getting together on that day at one time, but something
Yeah.
happened, we couldn't. So yeah, I've really enjoyed having you all on the show. Is there
Thank you for
anything you all
having
want to say to women? Just have a little minute or two statement for each one of you all.
Mine is just, we do have to validate those negative thoughts that we have and what struggles we put on ourselves, but we also have to flip that switch and
Yeah.
say, you know, I've got this, you know, I got people I can reach out to, you know, I can do it. You know, I think we don't cheer ourselves up enough, and if we did, everybody would, you know, we are successful, but would be more successful and find other things that they enjoy doing. I don't think that I could recognize what I enjoy or like to do or love. I always heard a lot of people was like, I love, you know, hiking. I love this. I was like, I don't love anything. Like, I don't have any hobbies or interests, but that was my own fault, right?
Mhm, right.
But limiting myself. So
Never
I do-
limit yourself.
Never limit myself. I got to step outside of the box and be my own cheerleader.
Okay. And what about you, Erin?
Confidence. Always be confident in who you are, where you're at that moment. Have confidence in your growth. Have confidence in the opportunities that will come to you. I'm going to go off of what Dana Ray said. I always belittle myself. I didn't have anything I loved. And thrifting is my love. I love to
Hey,
do
that's
that.
okay.
And I have confidence in that today. You know, I was a very unconfident person. I was always trepidatious about how people felt about me, how people perceived me. And as I've grown into the woman that I am today, I have confidence in everything that I do it with depth and weight behind it. And if you do that and you carry that on, good things will come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the way you're saying self-confidence is a big thing for a lot of people. They're like, they
Yes.
don't have a good self-esteem. I didn't either. Again, I was a 13 to 18, 20, you know, all my life really don't have a very good self-esteem, but that was my fault. It wasn't that people were belittling me, saying negative thoughts to me. I just really believed that in myself, and it takes us to tell ourselves something different.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think that comes with shyness. I was shy too as a kid.
Mhm.
And, you know, whenever you move through, you know, teenage years and stuff, your confidence, when you're shy, like your confidence is already,
Yes.
you know, being threatened, and you know, so that's what I was going to say too. Like, confidence is the main thing. Don't let your motivations, your goals be dependent on lack of confidence. You know, step outside, you know, the box,
Mhm.
and you know, confidence will come. You know,
I
it's
love it.
letting yourself get out there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
As we
And-
talked about the 13-year-old.
Oh yeah,
Right.
You know, that is a big impact on your whole life
it is.
back in that teenage time, you know.
Mhm. But we still do it as, you know, aged women myself. I might,
Aged women. Did y'all
Yes,
hear that?
aged women.
Love it.
That I may have a feeling that she thinks a certain way, or somebody just walking past me might think about me because my self-confidence or self-esteem is not that high. That happens. We
Mhm.
gotta, again, build ourselves up. But it can also be where people are receiving negative things from other people.
Yes.
That's where the whole, like, choice.
Mhm.
You have a choice to believe what somebody else is
Right.
saying about you, and what direction that leads you. And if you choose not to listen and be like, oh, they told me that I didn't look good today, you know, I guess I can't do anything right today. I have a choice every single time I interact with people if I'm going to let what they say, what they do, bother me.
Right.
Kind of like my suitcase I talked about.
Yeah.
I'm not going to carry around that suitcase.
You know, the 13-year-old me walking down the hallway.
Took it in.
If there was a lot of looks coming my way, my 13-year-old self would be saying, oh gosh, what's on my face? What's wrong with me? Why is everybody looking at me?
Mhm.
You know, not imagining that, you know, maybe I look good, or, you know, somebody might have thought I looked pretty.
You've
It
got
wasn't
that
a
negative
thought. Right.
mindset, don't you?
Wasn't a thought. The 49-year-old me is, you know, if I'm walking down Walmart and I'm feeling good that day,
Look out.
and people look
Yeah,
at,
watch out.
and people look
Here
at
we
me,
go.
I'm like, oh, maybe I do look good today.
Those sweats look
Especially at Walmart now, people.
Right.
I
Those
had
house
an,
shoes you're wearing.
I'm a
they're
Walmart
rocking.
10 baby.
I had an experience there probably about 3 months ago. I always get dressed up to go to Walmart. And people say, you're just going to Walmart. I'm like, okay, but I want to, if I see anybody I know, I want to be able to look good, you know. So here I was walking down one of the aisles, and this old man, he's probably in his 70s, he starts sniffing.
Oh, Lord.
He's like, man, I don't mean any disrespect towards you, but you smell really good. I'm like, well, thank you. Thank you very much. And that meant so much to me.
Yeah.
But in the same 2 aisles over, a man says, you look good. You look good for coming to Walmart. And I'm like, well, that's who I am. I mean, I'm not just going to throw a ponytail up, and believe me, I have actually done it before if I was sick or something. But for me, from my aspect of myself and what I expect from myself, I'm going to look good no matter what. I'm going to try to.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's part of women, we do that.
Yeah.
We expect too much of ourselves.
We do.
And, if you see somebody you know and you're not dressed up, or you don't look good, or you don't feel good, then you're going to say, oh, I'm sorry. And I've done it. I can't believe I ran into you. Cannot believe I ran into somebody looking like this. You know, we're
With a
so
gallon
hard on
of milk
ourselves.
And a box of cereal.
Yeah,
Like,
like, I don't know you. It's not me.
Mine is usually like brownies. No, like, protein, no good food in my buggy at all. But I mean, that comes to the whole self-esteem that we have
Yeah.
to have for ourselves, because I don't care to run into Walmart not looking my best, but I don't not feel the best.
Uh-huh.
I still have
There you
confidence
go.
now, my now life, in
Yeah.
my sweats, my sweatshirt, and I do wear house shoes to Walmart sometimes.
House
I
shoes?
have confidence
Yeah.
doing that,
Right.
and because I don't
It's all
care
about
what other people are
confidence.
going to say, because I'm not inferring
Yeah.
anymore. I'm
See,
not
I need to-
inferring that they're looking at
I need to back up
Yeah.
then and get the same mindset as you
Yeah.
ladies have, because I'm just so hard on myself
Yeah.
on everything.
Yep. I'd
as
stop
long as you
being
got
hard on
deodorant
myself.
on. You're
Oh, I
good.
always put my deodorant on.
Deodorant's always a must.
That is funny.
And
'cause
brushing your teeth.
Wait, oh, Desiree, did you go to Walmart without deodorant?
I did, but I carry it in my purse now.
Oh,
I'm at work texting like, show me the craziest thing you have in your purse. And mine was like a baby outfit.
Are you
and some
serious?
deodorant, yeah.
hey, that's pretty cool.
People are like, they do. People come to me at work and be like, Dana, do you have this? I knew you would have had this. You know, I was
That's
like, let me
funny.
look in my bag. I was like, I don't guess you need my deodorant. You don't just need that random fingernail I just threw out. You know, all that. So.
Uh-huh. That's pretty
I
cool.
want to be a little purse lady so bad that I carry the little purse in my
Right.
big purse. Because one day,
I'm guilty. I've done that. I have done that because I've got everything in the world. You don't know what you're going to need.
You don't.
Right,
You
ladies? So why not have a smaller purse in a bigger purse?
I do,
And
yeah.
I'll put my credit cards or whatever I was going to spend in that purse, and I'll leave the big purse in the car
Yeah.
and just take the little one in. Do you all do that too?
Yeah, because
See,
we
that's part
went
of
to
being a
whatever
woman.
festival and we spilled something. And I was like, I got it. I got the wipes.
Got them wops
Yep.
in there. You always have to have wops,
Yep.
ladies, no
Got
matter what,
everything down
right?
in my bag.
Yeah.
Hey, it's been great. What do y'all think? This has been a
Of
really
course.
good show. I appreciate you all.
we love
I
it when we
appreciate
see you.
We love you all coming, and we hope you all come back. We'll do another segment if y'all want on the big September 5th thing coming up. That will be big for you all to help you all acquire a bus, right?
Right.
We need to do like an Appalachian Lady podcast or something.
There you go.
The turmoil of the Appalachian ladies.
Hey, that sounds good. And there's a lot, let me tell you. We could write a book. And that's a lot. A turmoil is the correct word on that because it seems like there's always something. Always something going on in people's lives.
I think as Southern women, we have different expectations on ourselves.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Because we're Southern?
I think so.
Southern Appalachian ladies. Appalachian ladies. My cousin Mike Murphy wrote that.
Oh.
Yeah. Do y'all know there's a
Wait.
song, Appalachian Lady?
No,
Hold
I didn't know
on. Mike
that.
Murphy is your cousin?
Uh-huh.
So my dad is his nephew.
Are you serious? Well, we might be related.
We
then.
might be.
I know I am related through him through the Hutchisons
Okay, so
on my grandmother's side.
my mama is Margaret, his sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So there could be a connection there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his daughter's Misty.
Hey, sister.
Hi. That's why we get along so well. We're kin.
Yeah, we're kin. We
Like
didn't even know it.
Cousin 12th removed. Something
Yeah,
like that.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. Because I think me and him are like third or fourth cousins. So it just kind of spirals down through there. You know,
Yeah.
you don't know exactly where you're at in life even sometimes. But yeah, he passed away in a house fire way back 20-some years ago. But he used to play music and he was well known right around the time Billy Ray was going too. So I think he would have went big if he would have been still around, you know.
I have a story for that, but I can't say it on camera. But yeah.
Okay, you can tell me later.
Yeah, I'll tell you
Okay.
later.
Okay. All right, guys, it's been nice. I've really enjoyed this second episode of Empowering Women. We'll be back next week. I've got 3 other empowering women coming on, and it's been fantastic. I hope that you women out there can get something from this, and even men. I mean, so much positivity in this room. How could you not? You know, how could you not? Say bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. See you later.
I'll let your princess win.
Okay, tell me. What is it? What's the story?
Wait, you gotta turn the camera off. So
He's like, you're good. We've been rolling enough.
so my dad and Uncle Mike were in Zachariah together.
Zachariah.